Hello everyone. Welcome to Stoic Wisdom today. Some men break under pressure. Some lose their path quietly, not from tragedy, but from the quiet poison of self-talk. The truth is, you don't need enemies to fall. All it takes is the wrong mindset, repeated often enough, until your own words become your cage. These aren't just careless phrases, they're mental habits. Phrases that sound strong but reveal fear, that seem confident but cover up avoidance, that look tough but betray weakness. As Stoics, we believe that strength starts from within, from clarity, from discipline, from choosing our words carefully, because as Marcus Aurelius wrote, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Today, we'll explore 6 phrases that secretly make men weak, and more importantly, what a strong Stoic man says instead. If you want to build unshakable strength, you don't just lift more weight, you master your inner dialogue. Let's begin. Part 1, that's just the way I am. It sounds bold. It's just how I am. Like a man unwilling to compromise, but look deeper, and you'll see fear hiding behind certainty. This phrase doesn't say strength. It says, I refuse to grow. It says change is uncomfortable, so I won't try. Carl, a former Navy man, used to say this constantly. He never opened up to his kids. He never told his wife how much he loved her. When asked, he'd say, that's just not me. But the truth, it wasn't him, because he never let himself become more. Seneca wrote, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. The Stoic doesn't cling to a fixed identity. He evolves, not to please others, but to become better aligned with his virtues. What should you say instead? Try, this is who I've been, but not who I have to stay. That's the voice of a man who owns his path. A man who honors his journey without being shackled to it. Remember, growth is not betrayal of self. It's the deepest form of self-respect. Part 2. Real men don't talk about feelings. It's one of the most dangerous lies men are taught. Don't show emotion. Don't talk about it. Just be tough. It sounds like strength, but it's really fear wearing armor. Men who suppress their emotions don't become stronger, they become hollow. Studies from the American Psychological Association show that men who avoid emotional expression are more likely to suffer from depression, heart disease, and early death. Stoicism is often misunderstood here. It's not about bottling up emotion, it's about mastering it. Feeling it fully, then choosing a response, not a reaction. Marcus Aurelius wrote openly in his journals about grief, loneliness, self-doubt, not to appear weak, but to understand himself. A Stoic doesn't hide from emotion, he meets it face to face, with honesty, with courage, and without shame. So what does a strong man say instead? I feel it, I face it, I rise above it. Because acknowledging emotion isn't surrender. It's discipline. It's intelligence. It's the way forward. Real men don't run from what's real. Part 3. Part 3. It's not my fault. Blame is a reflex. When things go wrong, it's easy to point fingers, to say, it's not my fault. But here's the Stoic truth. Maybe it isn't your fault, but it's still your responsibility. When you say it's not my fault, you hand over your power. You become a victim of circumstance, waiting for someone else to fix what's broken. Epictetus taught, it's not events that disturb us, but our judgment about them. Strong men don't waste time blaming, they focus on what's within their control, and they act from that center. Think of any great leader. When crisis hits, they don't say, who did this? They say, what can I do now? That's Stoic strength. So what should you say instead? It may not be my fault, but it's my move. Because power doesn't live in the past. It lives in your next action. The world will always throw chaos your way, but how you respond, that's where true masculinity lives. Part 4. I deserve better. On the surface, this sounds empowering. I deserve better. It feels like a declaration of worth, but for many men it's just resentment in disguise. It's entitlement without action. When you say I deserve better, but make no effort to grow, to give, to earn, you're not claiming power, you're just whining with style. Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't waste time debating what a good man should be. Be one." The Stoic doesn't argue for better. He becomes better, quietly, consistently. It's not about begging the world to treat you better. It's about building yourself into someone the world respects by nature. So what does a strong man say instead? I will earn what I want by becoming who I must. That's not arrogance, that's purpose. Deserve is a concept for children. Discipline is a tool for men. Part 5. That's not my job. We live in a culture of lines and labels. That's not my job. That's not my role. But Stoic men don't think in terms of assignments. They think in terms of responsibility. Rai was a hard-working father, great at his job, respected by peers. But at home, he withdrew. Didn't help with the kids, didn't emotionally support his wife. And when she asked why, he said, "Providing is my job. The rest, that's on you." That wasn't strength, that was avoidance. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." Good men don't just do what they're told. They step up where they're needed, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. So what should you say instead? If it matters, it's my job. Strength is service. It's seeing something broken and choosing to fix it whether or not it's your job. Part 6. It is what it is. This is perhaps the most deceptive phrase of all. It is what it is. It sounds stoic, resigned, wise, but often it's a way of giving up without admitting you've given up. True stoicism isn't about surrender. It's about clarity and action. Saying it is what it is too soon closes doors that may still be open. It kills possibility. It hides fear behind fake acceptance. Marcus Aurelius never stopped questioning his own thoughts. He didn't say it is what it is. He said you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Yes, accept reality, but also act within it. The stronger phrase, it is what it is. Now what will I do about it? That's stoic strength. Not blind acceptance, but conscious response. A weak man says, whatever. A wise man says, now watch me. Conclusion. Words shape us. They build the walls of our mindset, or tear them down. Each time you say, that's just who I am, real men don't feel. It's not my fault. You reinforce weakness disguised as strength. But when you choose better words, you choose a better path. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The Stoic man doesn't need to shout. He doesn't beg to be understood. He speaks with clarity because he has nothing to hide. He speaks with restraint because not every thought deserves a voice. And most importantly, he speaks with intention because words aren't cheap, they're tools. So if you want to be strong, start by noticing your language. Change your phrases, change your pattern, and over time, change your life. If this message resonated with you, drop a like, share your reflections in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Wisdom Today for more timeless insights on strength, clarity, and calm. Until next time, speak wisely, live boldly, and stay stoic.